So I'm going to put my screen on.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. So you can see my class. And so when you're in the main, if you click on the main proviso emblem up here in the corner, that's your home button. So that's going to take you and take you to your courses, which will be right here. And real quick, I'll do this real quick because you're going to want to do this because see all these, they put everything in here. Duty period, lunch period, everything. So if you go
everything in twice, like
I know, right. So you want to make sure the one that you're looking at for now, the letter in it, in the course code is an X, because X is first semester, Y is second semester.
It's pretty much like Power School.
Yeah, just like Power School. That's how they talk to each other. So I click on my courses here, and then you can go over here and click on reorder courses. And this is where you can grab the courses that you want, and you literally just grab them and drag them where you want them.
Okay.
So you could put them in, so you could get your 5 main courses and put them in order so you've got them, and they're right there for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and go to my courses, and I set up a course just for this.
Can you share the screen, or is it hard to do that?
I'm
not sure if you can. I don't know.
I thought you were seeing my screen. Okay,
no.
Let's try it again.
Ah.
Now you're seeing my screen. Ah.
Now I can see it.
Good.
I see myself.
So we're right here. Perfect. Right here with reorder courses, and this is where you can click them and then just move them wherever you want them to go.
Yeah, and then I can keep them in, like, can I keep the ones that I'm using now up?
Yes.
Because I don't want to get rid of anything.
And then you could put them in order by period, so they're in that order if you want to.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and go to the one that I set up for
the sandbox or
here. No, I set up this. I have not used the sandbox thing. So
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because I was practicing this morning.
Okay.
So basically, this is what your empty class will look like right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to talk about folders. So it's very simple. We go up here to materials. And we're going to add materials, and we're simply going to click to add folder. And then you can give it whatever name you want. A lot of people are putting folders in by units. Personally, I put in folders by weeks so that the assignments then are listed in there, and the kids can just go to the week. So it's
I operate that way too. Okay, great.
So if I did week of September 21st, you could pick a color if you want it to be a certain color, and then you could describe it. You will find assignments and links and resources for the week. Okay? You don't have to put a date. You can just leave it blank. Or if you wanted to work ahead, but you didn't want the student to see the week, you could actually date it so it doesn't show up until the 21st or 28th, and you could actually give it an ending date also.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes.
Or very simply, you could just unpublish it, or you could click publish on a start date, right? Or maybe you only want it to be open for a certain range of dates.
And I can still change it. Let's say 2 days later, I said, "Oh, no, not quite." I can change it.
You still have the power, and that's why I've been I've been making tutorial videos for people to watch, and I've really stressed of just, if you're brand new to this, to just start simple. Because to be honest with you, Mary, we have so much other stuff we have to do. I don't have enough time to get super creative right now with this. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I know.
So once we get to where we want it, we just simply click create, and so it's going to put that folder there for us. Okay, and then if we had multiple folders, we could arrange them in any order we want. We can actually, so let's say you had 4 sections of chemistry. You could actually make one folder in your first period chemistry class, and then you could copy it into all the other classes. So you don't have
Oh,
to
nice.
keep recreating it every time.
Yeah, for another maybe.
Yeah. So once you want to start adding stuff to it, you actually click on the folder to get it on your page. So this folder is empty, and now we can start adding stuff inside of it. We can add assignments, we can add tests, we can add an assessment, we can add files. So let's look at a file. So let me go back and do that again. So adding materials, add a file, and we have 3 options. This one over here, external tool, I have not explored yet at all, but I've mainly stayed with file or link. So let's start with file. And it's a very simple process. There's nothing really extravagant about it. You literally are just clicking on attach files. It's going to open up your window, and then you're going to search for the document that you want to upload. So you can upload it from your OneDrive, or you could do it from your desktop, or any documents that you have saved anywhere. So I'm just going to simply upload. I'll just upload this image, this screenshot right here.
Okay.
You don't have to align it to a learning objective. So that can, I wouldn't deal with that right now. You can, go ahead.
I have my, my objectives on my weekly plan for, all my stuff on my desktop. So is the alignment,
well, let's click
are
on
you
it.
supposed to follow the next? Oh, perfect. Okay.
So
and that's for later because I don't have time now.
Yeah. So like, do you use the next generation science standards, or what are you using? Yeah.
The next generation.
So you basically would click on that and then find your grade, high school, life?
Science. Let's say life science for anatomy, okay.
And then here's your choices.
Perfect. That's really good.
And then you can add to that. Yeah, so cool. You also have the option to upload materials and then actually assign them to specific people in your class or a specific group. So maybe you've broken kids out into groups and you've organized them within your Schoology, and you could assign them to specific people. I have not done that yet, but that's an option. Here,
yeah, I need to do that for the labs. Yes.
Okay. So here,
I'll play with it a little bit. And see.
When the green button is on, that means that it's going to be published.
Okay.
When it's not on, you can still add it, but it's not going to be visible to students.
Okay, but once it's published,
everybody, it's green.
Yeah, they can see it. But let's say if I want to cancel it, I can still.
Yes. Yeah. Let's say you add it. So let's go ahead and add it. So there it is.
And everybody saw it.
Everybody sees it, but you can go right over here to the gear, the settings, click edit, and then you could turn it off.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes, oops, I put the wrong thing in there.
Yep.
It happened. Yeah.
You can do it that way, or you can actually do it this way. You see that? You can edit it, or you can unpublish it right here.
Okay.
You can move it to somewhere else. You can copy it to a course. You can delete it. You can save it. Schoology has like an online resource file, kind of cloud, so to speak. So you literally could save it there, so it's always there. And I think they do that for for future use. So like next semester or next year, you always have that resource available, and you can just pull it from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So then let's go back over here to add materials, and let's do a link. So this way, this is like, linking, a web page, or linking a YouTube video that maybe is going through a demonstration or something. It's the same way you're going to, I'll go ahead and grab
just cut and paste something that, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, so I grab, just a URL there and paste that in there, give it a title, tutorial on whatever. On
tutorial, that's it.
Whatever. Yep. And then it's the same choices. You can individually assign that. You can display it. It's automatically going to be displayed in Schoology, or you can display it in a new window. So in other words, when they click on it, it's either going to display right there in the Schoology window, or it's going to open a new window and they'll be able to watch it. So it's your choice there. Okay. Again, green is good. Green is go, and then, or it's unpublished. And then you can also copy it to other courses.
Good, very good.
Okay. And then you're simply just going to add. Right. So then you've got, so those are two, I mean, that's pretty easy to do, you know, for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so far, so it looks like it's simple. It's just, you know, the actually going in there and doing.
And it's just it's just like anything. The more you do it, you're just going to get really, really good at it. It's just going to go bing, bang, boom, you know.
Yeah, well, we got used to our school, so
right.
It'll be.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Teams is a little bit too easy. I mean, too basic, but yeah.
I know, like for my classes, you know, at the moment, I'm not doing any discussions or anything like that. You might be doing that because of the way your classes are laid out, and you've got lab work and you're doing things like that. So, I mean, that could be something that you would add in there. So it's just a matter of getting it to load. So you would give it a title, discuss this, a description, you know, let me hear your voice. You can give it a due date, but you don't have to. And you can enable grading, or if you want to do grading, then it's going to ask you some questions. But if you're not going to grade it and it's just discussion, you know, it's up to you. And then like I have my two categories here, assessment and homework, but you actually can create a new grading category if you wanted to, or you can label it as ungraded too.
Well, we can put it as class.
So if we just did it as homework, my understanding is when this blue check is, when this is blue and checked, that's supposed to sync to PowerSchool.
Yeah.
So I don't touch that.
They told us if you uncheck it by mistake, that's what Lindsay said the other day.
Yeah.
Then toward the end, there is something you can do, and I have to look through my notes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You could probably
why wouldn't you want it? You want it always to stay there. Do not touch it.
Yeah. I always
at the beginning we don't want to play with it.
I leave this as numeric. Again, you can align it to your objectives. Here's all your choices again, individually assign. You can get to the point where maybe you can actually lock it so that they can't discuss anymore after a certain point. You can go in there and lock it, publish it. Oh, okay. So this is our teachers have been talking about this. So if this is highlighted, if this is on, this requires your students to post before they can see anybody else's responses.
Oh, that's a good one.
Otherwise, you can turn it off, and members
especially if you have a test.
Yeah.
Or a quiz or something.
Yeah. And so you're simply just going to create, and then there it is right there. But you could always go back in over here and edit it whenever you need to, or you can delete it and get rid of it. You have a lot of control.
Especially the discussion, yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of control.
Yeah.
So those are like, so that's how we do folders. That's how we do links, files. You want me to do any of those again?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's straightforward.
Yeah.
You're so detailed. It's great.
Okay. You want to hear anything else, or you want
you planned for today? Files,
folders.
Folders, and you showed me that.
Yep, and then we're going to do assignments next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have my YouTube channel?
No.
Okay, I'm going to send.
Did you email it?
No, I sent it to the division heads, and I wasn't sure if they shared that with you, but I'm going to go ahead and share that.
I'm not sure if they shared it because maybe they have a lot of things going on.
Yeah. So this has all the videos that I created this year.
For Schoology?
So I have it divided up in playlists. So I'm just going to send you the one for Schoology.
Okay.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
going to put it
Appreciate
right here in the chat. Have you used what I'm doing right now? Have you used Screencastify before?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm thinking you, because of lab work and everything, that you might enjoy doing that, especially basically what it allows you to do is you're basically videoing your screen with you talking over in the corner, and you're able to show the students exactly what you want them to do, what they should be looking for. And I think it's working out great for me because, to be honest, Mary, even though they log in and they do the bell ringer, I don't know if they're paying attention to anything else I'm saying after that.
Yeah.
So at least I'm able to give them a video explaining the assignment and what's expected, and how to do that. So Screencastify, I made a video today, and I'll send that to you also, so you can just watch it and see if it's something you're interested in. And if you are, I'm more than willing to help you work through that.
That'll be something that I
you know,
really, I
you
would
might,
like to do.
yeah, I think you might
Good
enjoy
idea.
that to do that. So, all right, so you got my link to Schoology, and there's
Thank
several
you.
videos in there and that kind of go through some stuff. What I did is I made a dummy student using a different email of mine, and then I made a fake class so that I was able to, like, I wanted to post assignments and then go through them as a student so I could see what the student does, plus show the student this is what it's going to look like when you do this, this, and this. So
that's great.
Yeah, that
that's
might
why,
be.
yeah, when they ask us question, and this is something that happens with teams, but teams we know a little bit more about it. I don't know why I know a little. I think I went to training. That's why.
Okay.
It was Microsoft store had training, and I went to that. But they were asking questions I was able to answer. Now, if they ask me questions, I say, "Huh?" I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to send you the link to this video we just did. In fact, I'm going to put it in this same playlist, so you'll be able to find it there. And then anytime you have questions or whatever, just holler.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Friday afternoon, you're great.
Have a great weekend. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.